Vandeham Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitam Scha Om Agyana Timarandasya Gyanajana Shalakaya Shakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Gurva Bistam Supurakam Gurganara Sesha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwagurun Shah Divyad Bhagavat Premno Ebija Pradam Devam Divyad Tanum Suchandabaranam Balarka Chelanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyambudim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Bandetam Shubharam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishvara Sridharam Mansha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Nama. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila, chapter 23, Life's Ultimate Goal. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explaining Prema-prayojona, Life's Ultimate Goal, to Srila Sanatan Goswami. Start with text number 86. Ananta Guna Shri Radhikara Panshisha Pradhan Jai Gunera Bhasha Hoy Krishna Bhagavan. Similarly, Srimati Radharani has unlimited transcendental qualities, of which 25 are principal. Sri Krishna is controlled by these transcendental qualities of Srimati Radharani. Ata Vrindavaneshvarya Kirtyante Pravaraguna Madhureyam Navamayas Chalapango Jwalasmita Charu Sobhagya Rekadya Gandon Marita Marava Sangita Prasarab Bigya Ramyavan Narma Pandita Vinita Karuna Purna Vidagda Pata Banvita Lajja Shila Sumaryada Darya Gambirya Shalini Shri Suvilasa Mahabhava Paramotkarsha Tarshini Gokula Prema Vasatir Jagat Shreni Lasadyasha Gurvarpita Guru Sneha Saki Pranayita Basha Krishna Priya Bali Mukya Santata Shrava Keshava Bahuna Kim Gunastasya Sankhya Tita Hareriva. Srimati Radharani's 25 chief transcendental qualities are: she is very sweet, she is always freshly youthful, her eyes are restless, she smiles brightly, she has beautiful auspicious lines, she makes Krishna happy with her bodily aroma, she is very expert in singing, her speech is charming, she is very expert in joking and speaking pleasantly, she is very humble and meek, she is always full of mercy, she is cunning, she is expert in executing her duties. She is shy. She is always respectful. She is always calm. She is always grave. She is expert in enjoying life. She is situated at the topmost level of ecstatic love. She is the reservoir of loving affairs in Gokula. She is the most famous of submissive devotees. She is very affectionate to elderly people. She is very submissive to the love of her friends. She is the chief gopi. She always keeps Krishna under her control. In short, she possesses unlimited transcendental qualities just as Lord Krishna does. Nayaka Nayika Dui Rasera Alamban Sedui Shrestha Radha Brajendra Nandan. The basis of all transcendental mellows is the hero and the heroine. And Srimati Radharani and Lord Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda, are the best. Ematadashedas Sakye Sakagan Vatsalye Mata Pita Ashraya Lamban. Just as Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani are the object and shelter of the mellow of conjugal love, so in the mellow of servitorship, Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda, is the object, and servants like Chitraka, Raktak, and Patrika are the shelter. Similarly, in the transcendental mellow of friendship, Lord Krishna is the object, and friends like Sridham, Sudama, and Subal are the shelter. In the transcendental mellow of parental affection, Krishna is the object, and Mother Yashoda and Maharaj Nanda are the shelter. Just as Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani are the object and shelter of the mellow of conjugal love, so in the mellow of servitorship, Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda, is the object, and servants like Chitraka, Raktaka, and Patraka are the shelter. Similarly, in the transcendental mellow of friendship, Lord Krishna is the object, and friends like Sridhama, Sudama, and Subal are the shelter. In the transcendental mellow of parental affection, Krishna is the object, and Mother Yashoda and Maharaj Nanda are the shelter. E rasa anubhave jaiche bhaktagan, jaiche rasa hoy shuna tahara lakan. Now hear how the mellows appear and how they are realized by the devotees on different transcendental platforms. Bhakti nirdutta doshanam prasanojwala chetasam Sri Bhagavata Raktanam Rasika Sangha Ranginam Jivani Bhuta Govinda Parabhakti Sukashriyam Premantaranga Bhutani Krityan Yeva Nutishtatam Bhaktanam Hridi Rajanti Samskara Yugalojwala Ratirananda Rupaiva Niyamana tu Rashyatam Krishnadibir Vivavadyar Gatar Anu Bhavadvani Proda Nandas Chamatkara Kashtam Apadyate Param. For those who are completely washed of all material contamination by pure devotional service, who are always satisfied and brightly enlightened in the heart, who are always attached to understanding the transcendental meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam, and who are always eager to associate with advanced devotees, whose happiness in the service of the lotus feet of Govinda is their very life, who always discharge the confidential activities of love for such advanced devotees who are by nature situated in bliss. The seed of love, rati, is expanded in the heart by previous and current reformatory processes. Thus, the mixture of ecstatic ingredients becomes tasty, and being within the perception of the devotee reaches the highest platform of wonder and deep bliss. E rasa ashwara nahi abhakteragane Krishna Bhakta Gana Kore Rasa Ashwarane. The exchange between Krishna and different devotees situated in different transcendental mellows is not to be experienced by non-devotees. Advanced devotees can understand and appreciate the different varieties of devotional service reciprocated with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sarvataiva Duruhoyam Abhaktar Bhagavadrasa Tatparambujas Sarvaisvar Bhaktar Evanu Rashyate. Non-devotees cannot understand the transcendental mellows exchanged between the devotees and the Lord. In all respects, these are very difficult to understand, but one who has dedicated everything to the lotus feet of Krishna, can taste the transcendental mellows or rasas. Sankepe kohilun prayojana vivaran panchama purushartha Krishna premadan. This brief description is an elaboration of the ultimate goal of life. Indeed, this is the fifth and ultimate goal, which is beyond the platform of liberation. It is called Krishna Premadana, the treasure of love for Krishna. Purve prayage vami rasera bichare tomara bai rupe koilun shakti sanchare. Previously, I empowered your brother, Rupa Goswami, to understand these mellows. I did this while instructing him at the Dashavameda Ghat in Prayag. Tumia Korea Bhakti Shastrara Prachar Maturaya Lupta Tirter Kohila Udar. O Sanatan, you should broadcast the revealed scriptures on devotional service and excavate the lost places of pilgrimage in the district of Mathura. Vrindavane Krishna Seva Vaishnava Char Bhakti Smriti Shastra Kore Korea Prachar. Establish devotional service to Lord Krishna and Radharani in Vrindavan. You should also compile Bhakti scriptures and preach the Bhakti cult from Vrindavan. Jukta Vairagya Stiti Sab Shikaila Shushka Vairagya Gyan Sab Nishedila. Mahaprabhu then told Sanatan Goswami about proper renunciation according to a particular situation, and the Lord forbade dry renunciation and speculative knowledge in all respects. So he forbade just simple vairagya gyan, that's just dry renunciation, knowledge of dry renunciation. Advaisya sarvabhutanam maitra karunaivacha nirmamo nirahankara samaduka sukha shami santushta saratam yogi yatatma dhridanishchaya mayarpita manobudir yo mad bhakta same priya. One who is not envious, but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is always satisfied, forgiving and self-controlled, and who is engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence dedicated to me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. Yasman nodvijate loko, lokan nodvijate tuya, harshamarsha bayodvegar, muktoya chame priya. He by whom no one is put into difficulty or anxiety, and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is liberated from jubilation, anger, fear, and anxiety, is very dear to me. He by whom no one is put into difficulty or anxiety, and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is liberated from jubilation, anger, fear, and anxiety, is very dear to me. Anapeksha shuchir daksha udasino gatavyata sarvaramba parityagi yome bhakta same priya. A devotee who is not dependent on others, but is dependent solely on me, who is clean inwardly and outwardly, who is expert, indifferent to material things, without cares and free from all pains, and who rejects all pious and impious activities, is very dear to me. So, not interested in anything pious or impious in terms of anything on this mundane plane. Is not of any interest to an advanced soul. Yona rishati na dveshti na shochati na kankshati shubha shubha parityagi bhaktiman yasa me priya. One who is free from all material jubilation, hatred, lamentation, and desire, who renounces both materially auspicious and materially inauspicious things, who is devoted to me is very dear to me. Samashatro cha mitre cha tata manapamanayo shitoshna sukadukeshu sama sangha vivarjita tuyaninda stutirmoni santusto yena kenachit aniketa stira matir bhaktiman me prayonara. One who is equal to friends and enemies, who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from attachment to material things, and always grave and satisfied in all circumstances, who doesn't care for any residence, and who is always fixed in devotional service. Such a person is very dear to me. Yetu dharmamritam idam yetoktam paryupasate shradadhanan matparama bhaktas tetiva me priya. Devotees who follow these imperishable religious principles of Krishna consciousness with great faith and devotion, fully accepting me as the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me. Chirani kim patina santi dishanti bhiksham naivangri pa parabrita saritopi ashuyam ruda guha kim ajito vati nopasan nanan kasmad bhajanti kavayo dhamma durmadandan chirani kim patina santi dishanti bhiksham naivangri parabrita saritopi anushan ruda guha kim ajito bhati nopasanan kasmad bhajanti kavayo dana durmad dandan. Are there no torn clothes lying on the common road? Do the trees which exist for maintaining others no longer give alms and charity? Do the rivers being dried up no longer supply water to the thirsty? Are the caves of the mountains now closed? Or above all, does the unconquerable Supreme Personality of Godhead not protect the fully surrendered souls? Why then should learned persons like devotees go to flatter those who are intoxicated by hard-earned wealth? Tabe sanatana sab siddhanta puchila bhagavata siddhanta gudha sakale kohila. Thereafter, Sanatan Goswami inquired from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about all the conclusive statements concerning devotional service, and the Lord very vividly explained all the confidential meanings of Srimad Bhagavatam. Harivamshe bahi jache goloke nityastiti indrasi korila jabe Shri Krishnera stuti. In the revealed scripture, Harivamsa, there is a description of Goloka Vrindavan, the planet where Lord Sri Krishna eternally resides. This information was given by King Indra when he surrendered to Krishna and offered prayers after Krishna had raised Govardhan Hill. Moshala Lilara Krishna Antardan Keshavatara Jata Viruda Vyakyan Mahishi Harana Adi Sab Mayamoy Vyakya Shikaila Jaiche Susidanta Hoy. Illusory stories opposed to the conclusions of Krishna consciousness concern the destruction of the Yadu dynasty, Krishna's disappearance, the story that Krishna and Balaram arise from a black hair and a white hair of Kshirodakshai Vishnu. In this story about the kidnapping of the queens, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained to Sanatan Goswami the proper conclusions of these stories. So these parts of the scriptures are called Asura Mohana Lila. They're bewildering Lila just to confuse and to conquer over the mind of the Asuras. It's called Asura Mohana Lila. Apparently contradictory stories that Krishna's disappearance, Krishna and Balaram coming from a black and white hair of Kshirodakshai Vishnu, the kidnapping of Krishna's. All these stories are part of the Asura Mohana Lila. They're stories that will confuse those persons, and they're meant to confuse those persons who don't have proper devotion for the Lord. Tabe Sanatana Prabhu Charane Darya Nivedana Koridante Trina Guchaloya. Sanatan Goswami then humbly accepted his position as lower than a piece of straw, and symbolically holding some straw in his teeth, he fell down, clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and submitted the following petition. Nicha Jati Nicha Sevi Mui Supamar Siddhanta Shikaila J Brahmaragoj Agochar. Sanatana Goswami said, "My dear Lord, I am a very low-born person. Indeed, I am a servant to low-born people. Therefore, I am very, very downtrodden. Nonetheless, you have taught me conclusions unknown even to Lord Brahma. Tumi Jai Kohila E Siddhantamrita Sindhu Moramana Chunite Kore Iharas Ek Bindu." The conclusions that you have told me are the ocean of the ambrosia of truth. My mind is unable to approach even the drop of that ocean. Pangu nachaite yadi hoy tomaraman bara deho moramate darya charan. If you want to make a layman like me dance, kindly bestow your transcendental favor by placing your lotus feet on my head. So this is a request of Sanatana Goswami to Mahaprabhu. The conclusions that you have told me are the ocean of the ambrosia of truth. My mind is unable to approach even the drop of that ocean. If you want to make a lame man like me dance, kindly bestow your transcendental blessings by placing your lotus feet on my head. Muije shikalun tore svuraka sakao. Eto marabara hoites habe morabao. Now will you please tell me, let whatever I have instructed all be fully manifested unto you. By blessing me in this way, you will give me strength to describe all this. Tabe Mahaprabhu Tara Shire Dori Kore Baradila Esab Swaruka Tomare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then placed his hand on Sanatana Goswami's head and blessed him, saying, "Let all these instructions be manifested to you. Sankepe Kohilun Prema-prayojona Sambad Vistari Kuhana Jai Prabhura Prasad." Thus I have briefly described the discussion of the ultimate goal of life, love of Godhead. The mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot be described expansively. Prabhur Upadeshamrita Shune Jai Jan Achirat Milaye Tare Krishna Premadan. Whoever hears these instructions given to Sanatana Goswami by the Lord comes very soon to realize love of God, Krishna. Shri Rupa Raghunath Parijaras Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohe Krishnadas. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya-lila, 23rd chapter, describing love of Godhead. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath H.I. Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jahoite Vignana Shabista Puran H.I. Gosai Jar Mui Taradas Tasabar Padarenu Mora Panchagras Tader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Janame Janame More Abilas H.I. Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas Radha Krishna Nitya-lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koryash Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamadas Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koryash Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamadas Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gora Haribo 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 Nitai Gora Haribo 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 Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Juki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Ashtatara Sada Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Ashtatara Sada Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Ashtatara Sada Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Rakakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Bhagwat Ki Jai Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavaranya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Madhacharya Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai Shri Ramayapur Ki Jai Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai Saparshada Shriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Shri Kuladvip Ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai Ganga Devi Ki Jai Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai all the assembled devotees Ki Jai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol